As of March 2016, there are estimated 67,000 wild horses and burros living on western public rangelands, which is a 15% increase from the numbers estimated in 2015. This number is more than twice the recommended number of wild horses and burros. This number is also triple the number of assumed horses in existence when the Wild and Free-Roaming Horses and Burros Act was passed in 1971. This act included the management, protection, and study of unbranded and unclaimed horses and burros on public lands in the United States. The right of wild horses and burros to continue to live on public lands has long been debated. Their population is doubling every 4 years, which has the Bureau of Land Management struggling to keep up. Wild horse advocates are fighting to keep them on range, claiming that they are native to the region and belong there, while livestock producers are calling for more intensive management practices to allow for more livestock grazing. The severe overpopulation of wild horses and burros is having a negative impact on the western rangelands. They are degrading soils, natural water sources, and the native vegetation. So with both stakeholders in mind, for the good of the land and horses, managing the herds must be the first priority. Proponents of wild horses staying on western public rangelands include wild horse advocates and a large portion of horse enthusiasts. Both of these groups feel that the rounding up and extraction of these animals is cruel and unneeded. They have a list of things that they believe is an alternative to removing wild horses, including using the fertility vaccine to control population, reducing livestock grazing on public lands, as well as hoping that a bill is passed to include the North American wild horse as an endangered species and to be protected as such. Ranchers and livestock producers have a completely different perspective on the situation. In general, ranchers believe that the degradation of rangeland is almost exclusively attributed to wild horses. They feel that they are a non-native species that has little population control from predators or the government. One option in controlling the herd's population is opening up more slaughter facilities in the United States and allowing horses to be slaughtered for human consumption. Not only would this alleviate the stress on the long-term holding facilities, which are currently holding almost 50,000 horses off range, but also add a monetary profit. Most of the meat would most likely be exported to countries in Europe, and if the U.S. could not only reduce numbers of wild horses to a more manageable one, but also profit from it in a humane way, that would be best. In 2011, the ban on horse slaughter expired. However, President Obama signed its prohibition into law again in 2014. Another option that may include the favor of the advocacy groups as well is a lot more research and utilization of fertility drugs. These drugs are called porcine zona pellucida, or PZP, and they temporarily make the mare unable to reproduce. These must be injected into the mare and can cause infertility for up to a year. If a mare did not have a foal each year, the population curve would slow tremendously, allowing for their numbers to drop. The only drawback is that since they are hand injected, they have to round the horses up numerous times to affect a large portion of the herd, and it has to be done annually since it doesn't last longer than that. This issue is important to me because I have recently decided that I would like to go into rangeland management as a career. I have personally gone up to Devil's Garden near Alturas and seen what the overpopulation of wild horses can do to the rangeland. We saw dried up watering holes and damaged natural springs, as well as the vegetation overrun by invasive species because of the high stress of overgrazing. This is also important to me because of my lifelong passion for horses and their well-being. I've been around horses my entire life, and I am lucky enough to own 2 amazing mares. Because of my insight to the plight of the wild horses and the fact that I want them to thrive, I believe that intensive management of the herds is necessary for their well-being.